and welcome back to this channel. This is Chat Confirmed, bringing you the hottest news in the crypto world. The crypto market is insane and erratic all the time, with its unpredictable fluctuations influencing us to make bad investments based on the current trend. There are times that give us hope and times where giving up is the most rational thing to do. Our gains from crypto motivates us despite the risk that it holds. That is why everybody's so hooked here. Based on the current data, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether are in the first three spots, receiving the spotlight but with only less than 1% of uptrend. Most of the crypto is still down this week because when there is a 50% slump, it will take time to bring the numbers back up, for it needs to gain 100% again, trying to recuperate and recover its losses. Cryptocurrency, on the other hand, is reporting fascinating developments. As Binance CZ's founder tweeted this morning, Luna has been minted rampantly because of design issues in the Terra protocol. As a result, trading of Luna was put on hold. He added on the thread that because they didn't know that newly minted Luna was mass-produced outside the platform, some of the users began repurchasing Luna, not realizing that the price would drop even further once this happens, for the deposits were permitted back into the Binance exchange. This unfortunate circumstance led to trading suspension. Because of this, speculations then arise saying that this was because of the price drop or the overaccumulation in the network. But it might be an entirely different thing, like a confidential flaw in the Luna protocol, based on the evidence that there is a seemingly endless influx of Luna. Terra blockchain could still be in suspension condition, or worse, with super minting, if we didn't voice out our concerns. What's strange is that we noticed that Terra blockchain prompt suspension and recontinuation of the block production. They implied that this was just a safety measure to protect the system from external attacks. Yet, we know it was more than that, sensing a potential occurrence of superminting. In addition, CZ warns traders against purchasing a coin merely because trade is taking place. He clarified that before making a decision, you have to do your own research. In another post, he expresses his dissatisfaction with Terra's handling of the USD Luna event. His requests were regarding the repair of the network, burning the excess Luna, and the retrieval of the USD peg. Despite his concerns, he wasn't heard and hasn't received positive or any response at all in that matter. In contrast, he indicated that this is very different from the Axie Infinite breach that took place a few months ago, where the company took responsibility, planned, and was responsive when problems arise. The fact that CZ was attempting to re-establish the USD peg is noteworthy. Perhaps, this might be the best way to safeguard USD investors at the expense of Luna holders. Stablecoin traders tend to go all in on their investments. But a stablecoin does not detach itself. This is why it is possible that people will lose everything that they have saved for because of their faith in the system. While altcoin Terra holders beg to differ on this, since they always take a safe bet, they are aware of the dangers and are not willing to put all of their eggs in one basket. A good example, proven and tested, is what the YouTuber KSI experienced, who lost nearly all of his $2.8 million in the process of getting into Luna. That is worth $1,000 right now. Knowing altcoins, the risks are clear to him. That's why he does not dwell on his loss. Contrastingly, USD holders may have had difficulty comprehending this. The moral of this scenario is that if the market is failing, don't assume you can know when to buy back in. If the market is rising, don't assume you know when to sell to gain maximum profits. What happened in the 2017 cryptocurrency market crash can be understood well in this graphical representation. A cryptocurrency trend chart. where it shows that we are heavily devalued for over a year, losing significantly with an 85% downtrend of the original capitalization. Now, before we move on to the next part of the video, I just want to ask your opinion towards the crypto market. Do you think investing is still worth a shot? Let us know your thoughts and experiences on this in the comment section below. And now, back to the video. All eyes are on cryptocurrency now, where there is undeniable hype and enthusiasm across different social media platforms. Despite the major losses, people still think there may be too much hope and optimism in the markets. If we look at the daily trend charts, we can see a pattern that signifies hope that we could fall as low as $18,000 on the Bitcoin charts. The rapid increase from low could also falter and signify that from a high, we could also swiftly drop significantly. In other words, because of the lack of support at this point, the price could return quickly to its previous level. Witnessing the fall of the top 10 cryptos could influence investors to back down or sell their investments as soon as they can to maintain a good position. Tether, the cryptocurrency that serves as the backbone of most of the industry, experienced a large outflow at some point. Tether should be closer to 33% to maintain balance, but now it's moving away from that at the current standing of 76%. On the other hand, USD's liquidity stands at 99% out of balance, with only roughly $950,000 of liquidity remaining. If we look at the current market capitalizations, we see that USD is backed by Luna, which has a value of $800 million. As a result, there is still a huge divergence, perhaps 20 times greater than necessary, between these two. Otherwise, the entire system is destined to fail. With more investors, more cryptocurrencies are up and running. In relation to this, when it comes to reviving Terra's ecosystem, Do Gunn has unveiled a strategy for a new Terra blockchain? According to him, there are still a few $1 billion worth of USD and the Luna's token's value has plummeted. It is for this reason that if the peg is reestablished, Luna holders will have no option to create a backup system. Many of the USD clients are no longer willing to do business with the company. However, this does not imply that the entire ecosystem is worthless. It is an interesting ecology, and he's aware that they are one of the holders of the title that has the most number of users in the world. Because of this, he's recommending starting the ball rolling again using 1 billion tokens that will go to Luna holders, USD holders, and a portion of the funding would be budgeted for prospective improvement support. Before going forward to the rest of the video, I just want to know what cryptocurrency you currently hold and your experiences using it. I'll be glad to know what your thoughts are on this topic in the comment section below. Now, we've all seen some issues with Ethereum, specifically staked ETH. DeFi protocol Lido Finance addresses the devaluation of staked ETH at around 4.2%. In a different light, based on the Curve Finance, there is a 2.8% inconsistency, which means that it's sort of making a comeback. The problem is, people find a way around the system by using Lido Finance to stake their Ethereum for about 3.6%. And at the same time, they reclaim their staked Ethereum. In other words, when a new version of Ethereum is released, you'll be able to trade your staked Ethereum for that new version. In the end, you'll be the one at an advantage since you'll obtain about 3.6% interest-free credit. But the problem is, if they are taking their staked Ethereum, it suggests that they lost hope on the initiation of Ethereum 2.0. If users are dumping their staked ETH back to Ethereum, it could indicate a lack of long-term trust in the Ethereum ecosystem, or a reflection of their lack of liquidity. Furthermore, Tom Finance is no longer bound to Phantom since it reached its $500 million value. Although it was once linked in the Phantom blockchain, it has lately broken away. In terms of pricing, Phantom is not trading at 37 cents, which is quite low for a stable coin. Liquidity has decreased dramatically as seen in this graph.
Yeah.